Orders 84A 3A and 141. Do I have 5 minutes?
Yeah, we should go on.
Okay, thank you for that.
I'll take the minute.
This bill was voted on second stage last July, as you know, Ceann Comhairle, and has been through a very rigorous discussion and debate in the Joint Committee on Jobs, Enterprise and Innovation. The Jobs Committee worked tirelessly and held a number of sittings and meetings to discuss the bill. It met with over a dozen groups, including the Law Society, trade unions, business groups. The committee produced a report that made 21 recommendations to strengthen the bill. And can I say, as someone who attended 2 of the meetings and addressed the Jobs Committee on both occasions to discuss the recommendations for the different groups, I support and accept all of the amendments which have been made in the report. So we are seeking, obviously, to move this bill forward. I understand that since we published our bill, and at second stage, notwithstanding the government rubbishing our bill and saying there was no need for such a bill, they are now talking about a bill of their own. We don't believe that's necessary. We believe what's the right thing to do is to support our bill with the amendments which are being made and actually deal with the real issue. Because what the government are talking about is banning zero-hour contracts, which actually isn't a real issue. The real issue is if and when contracts, low-hour contracts. That's where the exploitation is. That's where the problem is. And that's the issue that needs to be resolved. The Labour Court recently suspended a case between Dunnes Stores and the Mandate Trade Union for 6 months, pending the passing of my bill into law. So there is a clear need for this piece of legislation to be moved on. It's an issue that's important to many working people. Of course, we would support ending zero-hour contracts. But the University of Limerick study, which was commissioned by the previous government, which examined this issue in detail, was very clear that the biggest issue facing workers was if and when contracts. So,
that the motion of referral is agreed. It's agreed. Thank you very much. And the final.